I think he's one of the best heavyweights of all time, and his movement is so different. One of the things that was interesting, well, they were talking about the fight, and AJ Tony Bellows was talking about when he fought him.
The big question looming over everything is who's stopping this guy? Who is going to stop Oleksandr Usyk?
Prime Usyk at cruiserweight or prime Holyfield at cruiserweight?
Usyk is just different. The fighters are different now. It used to be like skill, now it's more about conditioning.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oleksandr Usyk is referred to by Joe Rogan as the best heavyweight of all time. He highlights how Usyk consistently irritates and wears out his opponents in the ring. While praising his amazing footwork and unrivaled technique, Rogan highlights that Usyk defeats more than simply mediocre fighters. He repeatedly defeats the greatest heavyweights of this age. Rogan claims that Usyk's mobility and intelligence set him apart from the others. His deserved place among boxing's greatest fighters is demonstrated by his ability to make superior boxers appear unimpressive.
Last Dubois fight.
Yeah. Was it crazy? I saw something the other day. It was like Usyk swimming 5 hours. I was like, oh my God.
He's an animal, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's so fucking good. He's so good. I mean, you think about what that guy has done. He beat AJ twice. He beat Tyson Fury twice. And now he beat Dubois twice.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
No, it's incredible.
Those are two of the best, of this era. I think he's one of the best of all time. I really do. I think he's one of the best heavyweights of all time. And his movement is so different. One of the things that was interesting, well, they were talking about the fight, and AJ Tony Bellows was talking about when he fought him, and AJ was saying that when he fought him, it was the most exhausted he's ever been because he's always moving. There's no rest with him.
No rest.
There's
no
like constant. There's constant twitching.
Under fire the whole time.
you're constantly thinking, when is this coming? There's no silent agreements. There's no relaxation. There's no, there's no rounds off.
Yeah.
Everything is he's putting it on you and moving constantly. Like I always say, he's like a giant Lomachenko.
Got it.
They were both trained by the same guy.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, Lomachenko's father trained Usyk as well.
Ah.
Yeah.
So there's something, something.
Obviously, gravity keeps him from moving the way Lomachenko does because Lomachenko's so small.
Yeah.
He can dance around you.
For sure.
In footwork, just majestic footwork. But Usyk's footwork is there's a bunch of breakdowns of the final combination that he hit Daniel with. Mm-hmm. And, he steps off to the side and lands that fucking left hook from hell. God, it was good. You could see Daniel was already tired. You could see it. It's it's just dealing
There's
with
got to be
movement.
something like, Lomachenko's dad, like some type of philosophy or something. You know what I mean? Like these guys just kind of tap into, because to be a big guy, there's footwork and all this stuff. But I think, man, shout out to the coach, to the dad.
It's skill, man. It's a skillful type of boxing.
Oleksandr Usyk has earned his position among the greatest heavyweight superstars of all time, according to boxing experts. Discussions on heavyweight greatness have long been dominated by names like Evander Holyfield, Larry Holmes, and Lennox Lewis. However, Usyk has been compelled by his performances to be included in that exclusive club by both fans and reviewers. In addition to being successful, his move from cruiserweight to heavyweight was historic. In a category full of giants, he not only held his own, but outperformed them. Usyk is a complete fighter because of his abilities, intelligence, and consistency. While facing elite opponents, he's doing more than just winning battles. Heavyweight standards are being rewritten by him.
Let's quickly have that conversation then about the best heavyweights of all time. Mm-hmm. Where? Because I know in your head you've done it already. I mean, you've done about 20,000 videos since the fight. One of those videos must be saying where he's ranked as an all-time top 10 heavyweight.
Oh, I think he has to be in the top 5, if not top 3. No, he has to be. He has to be. And
go on then, name him.
So, Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Lennox Lewis.
Yeah.
And I would actually probably say Oleksandr Usyk.
Yeah.
Just ahead of Larry Holmes.
Okay.
Just ahead of Larry Holmes.
Yeah.
I know, look, those two, Lewis and Ali, their resume speaks for itself. The world title fights, they speak for themselves.
I've sat with him and he has an aura.
Mm-hmm. You can tell that even looking at my videos, there's
he
something
walks
different.
in, dude, and you're like, okay, his eyes, they're this very piercing, and you think you feel like you are in the presence of something very, very special.
Nearly every significant heavyweight contender has been faced and defeated by Oleksandr Usyk, often twice. Because of the lack of depth in the heavyweight class, Usyk has had to rematch several of his best opponents. Nevertheless, he has never displayed a decline in talent or intensity. It says volumes that supporters now find it difficult to identify a name they truly want him to confront. The last remaining choice could be Joseph Parker, although even that doesn't have the same weight as it did in the past. The heritage of Usyk is safe. With poise, authority, and discipline, he has established himself as the unquestioned leader in several divisions.
Quick feet, he's got some power, and he's got Andy Lee. Those things make that fight pretty intriguing.
I agree, and if he faces him, I think he again will be the heavy favorite. And let's assume he beats him. Do you retire? Do you take another lap around the same block?
Like you said, it's a young 38, and again, I know this is a money game, but the other young heavyweight that I like that's been on a very good run, and we've been impressed with them, Agit Kabayel. And now that's another relatively small heavyweight that's quick-fisted, and he knows how to operate inside. Again, he's already beaten Fury twice. He's fought Joshua twice. When we talk about trilogies, generally it's about 1-1,
right?
Not 2-0.
Exactly.
Although we just had one with Serrano and Taylor, but again, they have limited opposition. But there you have it. Oleksandr Usyk once again becomes undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. And rounding out Boxing Palooza 2025 from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas.
How many think? It's more of a formality than a challenge. There is increasing speculation that Joseph Parker may be the next person in line to face Usyk. Ada Ladipo, a boxing expert, even expressed his want to see Derek Chisora take on Usyk once more. He likes Chisora's entertainment value and tenacity in the ring, not because he thinks Chisora is winning. The sport would gain from Chisora's ability to sell a bout and make it a spectacle. However, in actuality, Usyk is regarded as having significantly superior technical talent and accomplishments than both Parker and Chisora. Any next fight would just serve to highlight Usyk's unique position at the top.
Then, well, here it is. Here's your world title shot. You're going to fight for a world title, right? But if you're Joseph Parker, and I spoke to Andy Lee, it isn't just a case of fighting for a world title. You want to fight the number one for the world title, and that guy is Oleksandr Usyk. So, yeah, there must be loads of conversations going on right now. Loads of conversations. I did say this the other day, and I don't know, sometimes I'm like, you know, when I was in the ring and I was interviewing Oleksandr Usyk, I was desperate because of my love for Joseph Parker. I was desperate for Joseph Parker to get. I know he got in the ring after, but I'm talking about on the zone. So whilst everyone is still in the stadium and everyone's still tuned in, I was desperate for him to kind of just jump in the ring. I was desperate for him to do it. Chisora was trying to do. So Chisora knows how to play the game, and as much as people are like, what's Chisora doing? Chisora won't get the fight, but that's kind of what you got to do. And I know people are like, well, 1 second, it's not like that. It's ranking. Well, no, it's not though, is it? Because again, Oleksandr Usyk can vacate the belt. He can say no. You have to kind of do what Daniel Dubois did last time. Daniel Dubois, rightly or wrongly, got in the ring, pissed Usyk off. Usyk's like, okay, we'll fight then. Fuck it. If this is what you're doing, dude, we'll fight. And I felt like there was a time where I wanted Joseph Parker to almost nudge me. And I'm telling you now, you know, we're kind of told not to give the mic. I don't know if you see, I always hold on to the mic. I would have given Joseph Parker the mic. And I would like Joseph Parker because there's a mean side to Joseph Parker. I think everyone sees the friendly side. I've seen the mean side. And I wanted Joseph Parker to say, I want my shot. You've been ducking me. All these things might not be true, but do it. Sell it. The crowd would have gone a bit wild, right? Because I think a lot of the crowd want Joseph Parker to get his shot. But that's not what happened. And all of a sudden, you're seeing Jake Paul in the ring doing a face-off. You're seeing all these, and I'm like, where's Joseph Parker? Where are you, Joseph?
Rising boxing star Fabio Wardley gave some tough words of wisdom for anyone facing Usyk in the ring. Standard procedures will not suffice, he noted. Usyk's movement and defense are too sophisticated for straightforward insults and formulaic patterns to break Usyk's rhythm. Wardley thinks a fighter must be adaptable, unyielding, and use unconventional combinations, combining left crosses, right hooks, and feints. It's easier said than done, he said, to pull this off under pressure, as Usyk coolly manages the speed and space within the ring. Many boxers end up chasing shadows.
And then you found something. How difficult is it when your tactics aren't working, and they weren't working for Daniel? And look, I'm not comparing Oleksandr Usyk to Justice Hooney, but you had to find something and you found it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think that there is a level of belief of
I will find it. I can find the way. I will find the way, and maybe some kind of and stubbornness, especially from my part, probably of like, I'm not rolling over. I will find the way. Like, I will manage my way out of this situation. I will extend the alphabet past the letter Z until I find the right plan that works here, the right situation, the right combination, the right punch. I will exhaust all options, me personally, and it is a...
No, don't do this to us.
And stuff, and you're just going, your brain's going, this isn't working. Like, I don't know what you're on about. Like, it's not happening. It's not working. And then you have to get up and you have to G yourself up and get yourself going again. And
Sander, Usyk is a wonder, as Joe Rogan has often discussed. He highlights how Usyk was much smaller at the start of his career than the majority of the men he currently easily defeats, even though his weight has increased. He has not only maintained his position, but even dominated. Rogan commends him for his ability to calmly and precisely manage enormous heavyweights and giants in every way. Usyk breaks down his opponents, wearing them out physically and psychologically, in contrast to those who depend on strength or bulk. Rogan thinks that what makes him so amazing to witness is the contrast between his little size and overpowering efficiency.
Usyk.
Yes.
I think he's incredible.
Incredible.
I mean, I've watched every one of his fights. That dude is on such a different level.
And he's smaller than everybody.
He's fighting giants.
He's fighting giants.
When you're fighting a guy who's 60 pounds heavier with 10 ounce, 12 ounce gloves, it makes such a world of difference. Trying to hurt
Especially
somebody.
when the guy is fucking Anthony Joshua, you know?
But please understand, Usyk fought at, I think, 75 when he started out. He's not a big frame guy.
He's like 225, 230 as a heavyweight.
220, not even 230.
Not big. Not big,
And that's
man.
a lot of...
By the way, that was Tyson's weight when he was in his prime, too.
Yeah.
There's something to be said for that, because a 220-pound man like Mike Tyson can knock out any human being that's ever lived.
Yeah, your jaw
the amount of
can't take
power he can generate is insane.
Prime Usyk at cruiserweight or prime Holyfield at cruiserweight?
Usyk is just different. The fighters are different now. It used to be like skill. Now it's more about conditioning.
You think so?
Yes, I know so. Because you could be skillful for 4, 5, 6, 7 rounds, but if that guy got that pressure on you and you can't stop it, it's like it's just running your machine too fast. Your machine, you're gonna lose. Like, you're gonna go to hell, and they still going up. Like Usyk, he's still going up. 12th round, he's strong as in the first round. He throwing punches like it's the first round. No one else has done that. Been able to do that in the history of boxing.
How would you have fought Usyk?
I would have tried to knock him out. You know, but you see again. Me and my best, from my escape plan is, I'm boxing him cool and relaxed. And I'm countering the heck out of him. And I'm also boxing.